Okay, so that question had come up of what happens if the building project vote does not pass. So if that happens, we're going to keep doing our jobs. I cannot emphasize this point enough. I love this community. You all know I grew up here. You all know I went to school here. I am not going to abandon this community. If this does not pass and times get tough, you need someone who's going to stand by. I'll throw everybody on my shoulders and say, let's go. We'll do what we can. We will remain in the buildings. We'll do what we can as long as possible. So when we have a catastrophic failure, we'll go to the contingency plan, and we will follow that contingency plan. In the event of the high school, that means the high school would shift over to the middle school, and in the short term, the middle school would go down to the elementary, so each elementary would become a K-8 for the short term. In the long term, we have to go through and have those conversations a little bit more. There's a plan in there. We talk about regionalizing and putting the middle school back together at one of the buildings. And during that time period, when that's in place, the towns then have to decide, what do we want to do? This would have to go up for a vote, just like the buildings, the repairs would have to go up for a vote. And if it's a vote to repair, in July 2018 money, that was the estimate, $73.2 million. That was July 2013 money. So at that point, the towns would have to decide, do we want to go ahead and repair that and start peeling back the onion? And if that's the case, we now still have to stay in the long-term plan, and the repairs would have to be done over time. But we own that. This is not an MSBA project. And again, there's a potential we could enter into an MSBA project, but that building would not be occupiable while we go through that 4-year process, or however long that process might be. So if the repair vote does not go through, so let's say school building does not, the school building project, the 712 project does not get approved, catastrophic failure happens, and the repair vote does not go through, then that building is closed and shut down.